Okay, can everybody hear me okay? If you can give me a number one that you can hear me, that would be awesome in the chat. Awesome. Okay, so listen, I'm sorry. I had some technical difficulties I was working through right there. Believe it or not, my internet stopped working just as I hit the start button on this call, ironically. So anyway, I do want to welcome everybody here tonight. Very special call. We're just going to be going over some cool stuff. I know that most likely you received the email, and I'm going to get it right to it here tonight rather than welcoming everybody to the call because I'm already 5 minutes late. All right. So anyway, everybody welcome. And this is kind of a cool call because as you guys know, in the midst of everything with our system, we have some awesome updates that are happening right this very second. We had a call on Saturday. We're going to be sending out the recording tonight if you did miss that. So a lot of great stuff that's happening inside of our company. We're ready to get back to business as usual on this this week between Wednesday and Friday. That's the goal here, to have our system 100% there, and I know it's going to be. So I appreciate everybody's patience with that. But one thing that still continues inside of our companies are the GOWs and definitely the auctions. And what I'm going to be talking about here tonight is a brand new auction. But before I even get to that, I mean, let me ask a question just to kind of get some feedback here. How many of you watched and thought that you were going to participate, but maybe you didn't? You watched someone else win the Range Rover this weekend. Give me a number two. If you wanted to participate, you sat there and watched it, and you just didn't. Either you didn't do it, you didn't pull the trigger, or you wanted to win it. Is there anyone that wanted that? Yeah, right. Most of us. Yeah, anyone who was involved in that, anyone that owns any credits whatsoever, you absolutely wanted to win that, I assume. I mean, I would want that, right? It's a great car. So what we're going to talk about here tonight is just the strategy behind some of this, but also going to be introducing a brand new product that we're going to be taking live. Now, we did record this, okay, because I know for a fact there were some people that were on here earlier and jumped off because we were 5 minutes late. So for those of you who stuck around, congratulations. I'm going to offer something really special to you here at the end as well. So let's talk about this for 1 second. You know, we didn't give away, but we auctioned off a Camaro just 2 weeks ago. This weekend we had a Range Rover, and obviously that's not something that we can do every single week. But the one thing that I've talked about many times is the participation behind these auctions, right? The more that people participate, the more that people get involved, the more opportunity there is for us to create awesome opportunities for you to have just these amazing items. Now, whether they be big items like a car, or whether they be some of the smaller items that maybe you just don't treat yourself to because it is an extra expense, we've created an awesome platform here. We're very proud of our auctions, as you know. And we've really started to create a frenzy, even outside of the traditional network marketing community. There's a lot of people that are in our company right now that are working with us from a retail standpoint, that all they do is participate in the auctions, and they participate in the games of the weeks and all the new stuff that we're coming with. So as we put our thinking caps on and we tried to figure out what is it that we could do for everybody now at this point, we've got a built-in auction system. You know, if you've been working with us in the auction system, we are getting better, okay? I know that there were some challenges early on, but now if you look at our Facebook, you look at our social media, you look at the auctions that are being posted there, they're always congruent, right? We're always moving in the right direction. So as you can see, we're not starting, we are definitely in a place where we can really take this thing to the next level, not only from a promoting standpoint, but a delivery standpoint and all those things. So maybe you're some of those people that you want an auction, it took a little bit too long to get there. We're improving that process, but there's some things that we had to go through in order to get to where we're at today. So very excited to be able to share that with you. So without further ado, what I want to talk about here tonight is I want to talk about the next huge auction that we're going to be rolling out here. You're actually going to see it in your back office tomorrow, where you can begin to start to bid on it. And it's one of my very favorite subjects and also one of my favorite places in the world. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to share this PowerPoint presentation with you. Give me a number 5 if you can see my PowerPoint presentation. Just a number 5 on the chat will help me out there. All right, awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so perfect. So as you probably kind of got a little bit of an idea from the email that we sent out, we are going to be auctioning off a trip to the Atlantis in the Bahamas. Now, before I even go any further in this presentation, right, before I even talk any more about it, let me ask a question. Is there anyone here who's ever been to the Atlantis? Just come out and give me a yes. Tell me that you've been there. Anybody been to the Atlantis, whether it be through a cruise ship, maybe you stayed there with your family, anything like that? Anyone been there? Just okay. So Gary, you've been there. Anybody else been to the Atlantis? It is amazing. All right, so we got one. Maybe some of you, well, this is a good opportunity. And for anyone who's been there, I promise you want to go back. What you don't know is this. The Atlantis for me is one of my favorite places on this planet. Now, there's a lot of reasons why. Number one, it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. The Bahamas are awesome. But in addition to that, the entertainment, right? And we happen to be an entertainment company, ironically. The entertainment at the Atlantis is absolutely phenomenal. My family and I have went there. I think we've been there 3 different times at this point in time. And it's been an awesome, awesome place for us every single time we went. Our kids have a blast. We have a blast as a family. So what I wanted to do here with this new GCN auction is not just create an opportunity for you to go to the Atlantis, but to create a dream vacation for you and your family. So what I'm going to explain tonight is exactly that. And I want to help you. I'm going to show you just a couple pictures. Are y'all cool with me showing you just a couple pictures of my family at the Atlantis? Because give me like a number 3 if you're cool with that. I don't want to, it's not to boast or to brag or anything. These are actually a little bit older pictures, but I want to show you some of the memories we were able to create, and I want you to be able to create these on your own as well. So I'm going to go ahead here and click here. So this is me and my family. This is actually, I think, 8 years ago or something like that. So, you know, I look a little bit younger, but those are my 2 daughters and my awesome wife there. So you can see they have what they call the dig at the Atlantis. And the dig is this huge, I mean, enormous, it's the biggest aquarium you've ever seen in your life. It has every type of fish that you can imagine in there. And they're all just right there for you to be able to see. It is such a cool environment and such a cool place. So if you're looking for a photo op, once you get there, they're gonna be everywhere. So this is actually in the main part of the hotel. Right there in the dig is where we took this picture. And as you can see, my wife and I are kind of dressed up. My girls, we all went to eat as a family that night. And I'm painting you this picture because, as I said, some of my best memories from my kids when they were younger, and some of my best memories as a vacation came from this location that we're going to be sending someone to because they're going to win it on our auction for pennies on the dollar. So I have to paint this picture. We actually went to an Italian place that night. And for those of you who've been there, I'm telling you, the portions are so big, it's ridiculous, number one, but the food is phenomenal. The people are phenomenal. So I'm excited for whoever gets to go. Now, this right here, I will tell you, my family, we're not really big like on the extra stuff. You know, if you've ever been to those resorts where you see people dancing and going crazy and stuff, we're usually the people watching, making fun of everybody else. No, I'm just kidding. We don't do that. But we do, you know, we do watch. We're people watchers more than we're getting involved. Well, we got asked, my girls and I got asked to participate in the Olympics at the Atlantis, and we competed against other families. And I don't know if you can see the color of that medal right there, but it is a gold one. Okay, so we got to, here's what happened. We got to pick one of the resort people to go out there with us and actually compete with us in the Olympics there. So it was a really cool thing. And what I'm telling you, why I'm showing you this is because of the memories that you can create for you and your family when you win this. Now, here's another thing. You guys know just as well as I do that we have a new product that's going to be rolling out very soon as well in the travel industry. I've been in this travel industry for a long time, and I love it. I love the opportunity to create those memories for people. And I'm more excited. Like I'm telling you, the Camaro was cool. The Range Rover's awesome, right? And congratulations to Mike Messmer for winning that. We're going to be delivering to him in Wisconsin, most likely, or maybe at our next event. We're working through some of those details. But, you know, those were cool. But here's the deal. This auction item right here, this Atlantis auction that we're going to be talking about, I'm going to show you here in just a second, is truly going to be second to none in my opinion, because it's going to create some lifelong opportunities for you and your family, and that's what I'm excited about. So with that being said, what I want to do is I'm going to show you one more page here and show you exactly some of the details of this, if you guys are cool with it. Let me ask you, just based upon what you've seen so far, how many of you are excited? Give me a number 7 if this is something that you think you and your family would be interested in, if it would be cool for you to be able to take with your family. Give me a number 7. Yeah, exactly, right? Me too. Me too. In fact, I wish I could bid on this, but that would kind of be inside information, right? So here's the deal. What you're looking at right now is you're actually looking, I think you're looking at our website here. Hold on one second. Let me see what I actually shared with you. I may have shared the wrong thing with you. Give me one second. Okay, can everybody see the website here? You should see GCN no reserve auction. Can everybody see that? Can you give me, just give me a Y, give me the letter Y if you can see that. And I see we have some more people that are jumping on here that maybe came a little bit late. We're talking right now. Can you guys hear me okay? I want to make sure because, okay, Craig, thank you. Ed, thank you, or Edgardo, thank you, man. I appreciate it. So what you're looking at right now is a brand new page that we're going to be sending out that you can actually promote with. It's globalcreditsnetwork.com/vacation. It's got the video of Atlantis right here. And, you know, this is maybe what I should have started with because I'm telling you, these slides, the water park, the casino, the beaches are phenomenal. I mean, like everything about this place is top notch. That's the truth. So as you can see, it's going to be a great opportunity. But here's what the Atlantis doesn't offer you that we're going to offer you inside of our auction. We're going to give you a 7-night all-inclusive vacation. So all-inclusive means your food, your drinks, your flight, everything's going to be included in this auction, even some spending money, right? So let me scroll down here. I'm going to actually show you some of this right now. So you can see we're going to be doing a 7-night stay, obviously a 5-star resort. We're going to be buying you one of the Atlantis meal plans for 2 people, right? And by the way, sometimes with Atlantis, if you have kids that are under 11, I think under 11 or under 12, they actually eat for free. By the way, that's a pretty cool thing. So if you have any kids or maybe grandkids that you want to take with you, it's an amazing thing. Now, let me tell you one other thing about the Atlantis. And by the way, I don't get any commission from the Atlantis. I'm just telling you, I love it for different reasons. But one thing I do really love about that place is they have things set up for kids in the evening where they can go to kid clubs or teen clubs and things like that. And you and your spouse or you and your significant other or whoever you're there with can actually go out to the casino, or you can go to the shows, or you can go to the bar, or whatever your thing is. You have an opportunity to do to get a break away from the kids, and the kids have so much fun that they want to go there every single night. So it's an awesome thing. They also have in-room babysitters or in-room nannies, if you will, if that's something you want to do. So just a couple things I want to throw at you for those of you who have families. Maybe you're looking at this and you see that it's an Atlantis meal for 2. Again, if your kids are under 11, I believe that they eat for free. Don't quote me on it. That's what I think. We're going to do 2 round trip tickets up to 2,000 USD. That's pretty good. I mean, I don't know if you've checked flights to the Bahamas before, but it's almost like flying in the US. Those could maybe even get you first class tickets depending on where you're coming from or out of. I mean, if you're anywhere on this East Coast, I'm guessing that $1,000 will be close to a first grade upgrade for you, okay? We're going to give you $1,500 in spending money. Now, look, you're not necessarily going to need it because your food, and this will include some of your drinks as well that you can spend that for. I will tell you the drinks are a little bit pricey, but hey, you're on vacation, and guess what? When you're on vacation, it doesn't matter, right? Like, put it on my bill. It's all good. Now, we're also going to give you an excursion, swimming with the dolphins. If you want to change that, that's something that we can work with you on as well. But for 2, so again, if it's you and your family, if you have a family of 4, you might have to pick up the 2 extra right there if 2 of you don't want to go. Or, you know, you can use $1,500 in your spending money, because I think the dolphin experience is like, when I was there, and I mean, it's been a while, it was like $100 or something like that, okay? So we're giving you as much ammunition as we can to truly have a vacation, a dream vacation for you and your family. So again, I go back to the fact that I like cars. I mean, they're cool, right? I like Camaros, I like Range Rovers, and I'm glad that we got to auction those off. But this right here, this is something that can create a lasting memory for a family for years to come, right? So let me ask you a question. And again, I know that we had a lot more people on here, and then we kind of, you know, we didn't. Are you guys kidding me? My screen hasn't been being shared that whole time I've been going on, and my screen wasn't even shared. Oh my gosh. Hold on one second. What about now? Can you all see my screen now? Give me a number 1 if you can see my screen. Oh my gosh. See what happens when you just start running at the mouth and you don't pay attention to what's going on? That happens to me every now and then. What you're looking at is a website that you guys are going to be able to promote here, you know, for the upcoming auction that's in. You're going to be able to share it with your team. But the idea is to get as much participation out here as we possibly can for folks, right? And here's what's cool about this. You know, this really ties into the new product that we're going to be rolling out, but it also ties into the fact that the more participation we have, the more excitement we have around this, people are going to be paying attention to what we have going on here. I don't know if you guys know this, but travel is the #1 industry in the world. It is the largest industry in the world. I think it's a $7 trillion industry. So a billion, 7 billion, maybe trillion. I don't even know. One of those two. It's huge, right? It's the largest out there. So we can attract a lot of people with an auction exactly like this. So I guess my next question is, how many of you are excited about this? And I know we had a lot more people on here. We still have a good group. How many of you are excited about this? Just give me a number 8 if you think this is something that you and your family might be able to take advantage of. I mean, because think about it. A lot of people that could even afford to go to the Atlantis, they can't afford the flights, or maybe they can't afford the food. We're taking care of all of this for you. It is all inclusive in what we're doing. So my whole point in having this conversation with you here tonight is not only to show you this, to show you what we're doing for you, but it's also to show you that we are moving forward here 100% moving in the right direction. We're obviously excited about our system, where it's going to be, where you're not going to have to deal with some of the issues that you've dealt in the past, but our auctions are still working around the clock. We also have a GOW here tonight. I don't know if you guys check that out. We've done phenomenal in our GOWs. If you haven't been participating, what are you waiting on? It's an amazing thing. So listen, I told you this, and I don't want to take any more of your time here tonight. I wanted this to be a very quick call, but I wanted to get the word out. And we'll be sending this link out here to everybody, okay? So you'll have a website just like this that you can promote with. It doesn't redirect to your page or anything like that, but at the same time, you can include it in your emails. You can send it on a text message, however you want to send it. It looks really good on your phone. And you can start to invite people to this auction where they can participate. And you obviously want to have a chance to win it on your own. One thing I've talked about for a really long time here is wanting to share with you the opportunity to, really take advantage of the credits that are out there. Okay. So, 1 second, I'm going to, well, I don't know where that went. I was going to pull up my slide share here again, but I don't have to do that, okay? Here's one. Let me stop sharing, though. Okay, I assume it's not sharing anymore. Is that correct? Is it just me again? This thing stopped sharing. Can you give me a yes if you only see me at this point and not my screen? Man, I don't know what's going on with this thing, but it's okay. It's all right. You guys are getting the gist. Unfortunately, you're having to see more of this than what I wanted you to, but that's okay. So you're getting the gist of it. So look, I want to do something here for y'all coming in here tonight. I wasn't going to send this out on a Telegram or an email, but I just might because I was 5 minutes late. We've been offering a lot of specials on credits for the last, since the Camaro, and then we had the Range Rover. Now we're going to be coming out with this Atlantis trip as well. Now, here's my thing. I know sometimes, hey, you just don't have the Bitcoin to do it. I get it. But do you understand that even if you didn't want to participate with the Camaro, even if you didn't want a shot at the Range Rover, we have a ton of auctions that are going on every single night, just as I mentioned. In addition to that, these credits give you the opportunity to do the GOW. If you looked at our record, let's say that you bought 100 credits here, okay? And we matched it with 100 because that's the offer that's out right now. So you have 200 and you place those on a GOW and we win, right? You get where this is going. You've almost tripled, you've more than tripled your credits there. So we're creating opportunities for you, even outside of the auctions, for you to be able to participate on this and really take advantage of the credits. So here's the deal. For tonight until midnight Pacific Standard Time, I guess that's for the next 5 hours. I think that's right, 5 or 6 hours. We're going to give you 150% match, 150% match. Any credit sales that come through between now and midnight Pacific Standard Time, you'll get 150% match. So you buy 100 credits, you're going to end up with 250. That is to give you ammunition that you need to be able to win these auctions. It's to give you ammunition to be able to play the GOWs. And it's also a way to say, hey, look, we are moving in the right direction as a company as we gear up for the end of the week, where we really take things to the next level with our system, get back on track. So we're excited about that. So I wanted to share that with you. Again, that's through tonight, midnight Pacific Standard Time, 150% match on any credits that you purchase. Feel free to share it with your team. We will announce it on Telegram. I may not send an email because We've blown you all up on emails today, and we have another one coming with a recap of Saturday's call. So I may not send that out. But listen, I want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all for taking the time to come out. I really do apologize for being late. I can't, that's like my biggest pet peeve, but I was late because I had to restart my internet. So anyway, thank you for taking the time to come out. I hope you guys have a good evening. Take advantage of this opportunity with 150% match. And most importantly, make sure to get the word out about this Atlantis thing. I'm telling you, this is blow up time. This is something that can truly help your marketing go to the next level. So have a great night. Thank you for your time. And this call's a wrap.